What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm just barely getting off work. It's 6 o'clock. It is hot as hell. So I went and grabbed some cardboard from work. What I'm initially going to try to do is actually get some cutouts made. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I did post some pictures of like little drawings that I want to do for some step lips. I had some ideas. And before I actually go and try cutting that on metal and everything, I'm gonna first try to do some templates, mock some things up, give you guys a little insight of what I have planned. I'm hoping I can get the front and back both done today, but I'm gonna try to at least knock out the front. It's already a little late. It's gonna be a late start today. So before I even do that, I am gonna head to the bank real quick to go pull out some money, and I will catch you guys back at the house.
My business phone.
Your what?
My business phone.
What's up, everybody? Okay, so finally home, got everything situated, got all cleaned up and changed. So what I'm actually going to be doing today is I brought some cardboard home. Like I said earlier, I made some pictures, which I'll show in a little bit. I did some drawings of some Aero pieces that I would like to make. So what I'm actually going to try to do is knock out some pieces right here, and then if I can, do the back as well. But first priority is going to be the front. So let me go ahead and show you guys. Let me grab the picture and I can give you guys an insight of what I actually mean by the little templates. So these were the pieces that I was speaking of. So my initial idea is to kind of throw something thin and small for the front right here, as you can tell. And then for the rear, I kind of want to throw something a little bulky, nothing too crazy. So that's the initial plan that I want to have for some Aero pieces. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and try to mock that up real quick. Alright, here's a little rough draft of what I was initially talking about. This is just barely the first mock-up that I did. I know right here I want to shape that a little bit better. I follow the shape of the flare, so that's going to be fixed. But I didn't want nothing really too extreme. I may try to push this out a little more and give it more of a cut. That way it's more of a visual. I initially didn't want to do something too big. I think that size right there is perfect enough. I see some track cars that actually kind of go a little bit bigger, that actually probably go all the way up here and follow more all the way to down there. I was thinking about that in the beginning, but I don't want to go too extreme on it. I still want to keep the car looking a little sleek. So I wanted something to just give it a little touch to it. Main reasoning is because if I do stick with the black front lip, I wanted some more black right here to kind of tie in with the front. And I've always liked the look of something standing straight like this. I initially wanted to cut the flare off right there to kind of give it a cut off, but the way the inside is actually cut, you can kind of see right here, my original fender is cut to right there, so it really wouldn't have made a difference. Plus I have the holes right there as well, so the holes would have been showing and none of that would have even covered up at all. So I think that might be a good stopping point right there for the front. I really like the arch that it gives right here. It's nothing too extreme. Like I said, I am gonna shape this right here to follow more with the flare. So with that being said, I may be able to just knock out the rear real quick. And that was actually pretty quick. All I did was just measure how tall I wanted it to be, how wide I initially wanted it to go, because I don't want it to interfere with my door or anything, which you can tell it doesn't do that at all. So that was actually my first try. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the rear real quick. Let's go ahead and see what my daughter's doing real quick. What are you doing? What are you doing, baby?
Coloring.
You're coloring?
Yeah.
What are you making?
Well, this one is boat.
What is it?
It's boat.
It's a boat?
No. It's like... Yeah, it's broke, yeah.
Oh, it broke.
Yeah.
Oh, this right here. You broke that?
No. I made a bit on the water thing. Just that was hurt.
Like that?
Yeah.
Man. Let me see. What are you drawing now?
Oh, I find my hand.
Oh, man. Let me see. Draw your hand. Ooh, girl. Look at your knees. What is up with your knees? But let's go ahead, knock out the girl. So I initially wanted something like this where it has like a little hump, but the more I'm drawing it, it's really not looking how I kind of pictured it in my head. So I kind of first drew up, and don't mind my drawing, but this is all freehand stuff. Hmm?
Let me be right back.
Where are you going?
I go there.
Where are you going?
I go there and my mom and Colbert and my daddy. So I be right back. And
All right, deuces, gang gang.
look at my stuff out there, and look at my stuff out there and out there.
Okay. So, like I said, I initially drew a couple designs. I tried to mock up the first one where I had that arch, and like I said before, it really wasn't, the design really wasn't adding up. So more and more, I was just really...
Dad, you said open the front door.
You what?
You said open the front door.
Okay, let's go. The life of having a child. Always enjoyable though, don't get me wrong, always enjoyable. I was saying, my first design, I was a little too high, so now I'm liking more of just a little subtle look, just nothing too extreme, just something to kind of still stand out. So I'm actually gonna try to cut this out real quick and give it a try and see if I... I honestly feel like that looks 10 times better than what I originally thought. I think this is where I'm gonna stay at. I may try to arch this up right here, this little piece. I may try to arch that up a little higher when I actually do the real design. That way it can kind of follow still with the with the actual body line. I still want to try to stay with that. But as for right now, at least for both of them being my first cutouts, I think it looks pretty decent. Believe it or not, I get a lot of my inspiration from Subarus. I follow a lot more Subarus on Instagram than what I do Hondas, especially with the track ones. When you see track Subarus, they go all out with their aero pieces, and it's just the attention to detail that they get into is outstanding, and I love it. And that's kind of just where my mind has been set ever since I went into like the track look, I would like to say. I've always kind of wanted to get into that level of having those aero pieces. I get bashed on a lot on Instagram talking about, is it all purposeful? Is it chassis mounted this? Is it that? Obviously some of it is, some of it's not, but I'm not gonna get into that. I love the way the car is. I love doing this little stuff, especially these little pieces. I don't have to go out of my way to ask somebody, hey, can you make me this? Can you make me that? I love the fact that I can sit here, I have the tools at home, I can go get some metal, I can go get some ABS, I got the tools, I can use it. And I'm thankful for my dad on that. He's taught me a lot of stuff. He's taught me a lot of stuff, and I'm grateful for him showing me this stuff. That way I can kind of just express what I really want and not leave it up to somebody else. Everything looks good. I can see the vision. You guys may see cardboard, but I can see the vision of what I was purposely trying to do. I may upgrade a little bit. I may modify a little bit more stuff. Like I said originally, I was gonna shape that a little bit more. I think where it stands is actually perfect for the front, and especially for the rear too. I didn't want nothing too crazy for the rear because I initially still want to cut this rear bumper in half. I've asked before on my Instagram, I put a poll asking if I should cut this in half and do a chassis mounted diffuser. A pretty good amount of you guys gave me a thumbs up on actually agreeing with me that I should do the chassis mounted diffuser. I haven't thought of a design yet. I'm still about it if I actually want to cut this bumper. Which I already have the holes, it really don't make a difference, but that's still cutting half of my bumper. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I'm glad I was able to knock both the front and the rear out. I'm hoping sometime this week I can actually go and get that cut. I gotta go pick up the material. I'm kinda not sure if I wanna do the ABS or the metal yet. Regardless, I know it's gonna be black. I know it's gonna look good. I'm happy. If you guys have any thoughts or any opinions on what I should add to that, please drop a comment down. Give me your guys' thoughts. I always love the feedback. I always love the ideas, because there might be some stuff that I'm not even thinking of, but you guys can come up with something. So I would greatly appreciate that. And as far as the rear bumper, let me know. Drop a comment down below too if I should even cut that in half. So that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna sit here and draw with my daughter. As you can see, she's already got started. But that's gonna be it for today. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will bring you guys more stuff for the Civic.